Alright, welcome back everyone. It's Bradu. We're playing Terra Invictus. Shadowdark. We are here-ish. Let's see. We'll go do. Alfonso there. Alright, so we just met Gandalf. That was fun. And we are now on our way. And one thing I want to clarify, I had said that the great axe would be going to Abbott. I'm wrong. Orgo is our axe master. So, oh yeah, nice. So Orgo is the man with the axe. So he gets the great axe. I still don't quite understand the shooting thing, but it shoots energy bolts. D6. I decided that's at will. A D6 is not tremendous. It's like having a bow, I guess. So, I think that can be at will, but it says dex based, so I think that means he has to use his dex to attack with it, and that's not great. So that might not come into play anyway. But we are going to travel, and I'm just going to start hex crawling. Let's see. We are Makuza. I want to go like kind of this. So we're going to go 3, 4, 1, 2 first. We've been there. When you're traveling to areas you've been, you don't need to navigate. So let's take a quick look. We do need to do random encounter checks. So we're traveling along the Rosa River. 2. So we do have a random encounter. And it's Marado Knights. Now, did we already meet these knights? It doesn't say that they're attacking or anything like that. We just had some encounters with knights a couple sessions ago, but I don't think it was this hex. I think it was, in fact, I'm not even sure it was Marado. So, Marado Knights, 2d6, that's a lot, potentially. 6, so same size group as us. Let's just do a keeping an eye out for trouble. Well, we're not causing trouble, so I don't think we need to worry too much, maybe. I'm just going to do a reaction check using Nura. So a 9, good. 12, friendly, great. So we're just going to tell them that we are on a journey. We are heading to Graveline Bay. And that's all we really need to say. And they'll say, watch out, that's a dangerous area. Look out for griffons. Well, actually, yeah, we've seen a griffon in that area. And I believe that threat has been taken care of. Really? Thank you very much. So we will just continue on our way. Let's see. Safe check once per day, so we're good there. So we're going to keep going. 3, 4, 1, 3. And we'll check for a random encounter there. Again, yes. 3. Oh, we've seen this. I'm almost sure we've seen this. A mountaintop shrine. So we are now Rosadas. We are unsafe. We're in mountain areas. Clear, windy and cool, clear skies, floating snow, so it's cold. A mountaintop shrine dedicated to Trema with a placid attendant. That's why I think we've been here. I remember a placid attendant. So we've seen this, so we can just pass on by. We don't have anything in particular to do here. Perhaps Thane would, do a quick prayer or minor donation or something like that. And we will continue on, but we do need to do another random encounter check in this hex. Oh yeah, this is the hex with the huge dwarven vault that we did. Another random encounter, potentially. Whew. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay. This one is potentially troublesome. Now we're in mountains, and I got my. Apparently, we're out of the river by now. Yeah, we are. The river ended. Okay. Something is going to happen if we can't avoid it, but I get a check to see if we can avoid it. I think it's at. That will do. It's either a 9 or a 12, but a 16 will definitely do it. So we can tell there are some trees nearby where we are traveling, and we notice that there's bats in the trees. So we're gonna stay out of the tree area and in the clearing and travel that way to avoid the bats. And we are going to continue on. And finally, oh no, I have to navigate. Maybe not finally. I have to navigate. 20. Okay. 20 is good. Uh, I can't remember if I have a rule for what a nat 20 means navigating. Maybe it's we can travel this hex twice as fast, even though we haven't been here. But anyway, we get to, this is the one hex, so let me show you why I'm saying finally. Here's my map of all the hexes. Here's where we are. The one little hex in the middle of all this that we had never been to. And I tried to go there before and missed my navigation check, and we got lost and had to go a different route, and it made no sense. So anyway, we get to go to this hex for the first time. Calm and clear sky, bitter cold, eerie silence descends on everything. So we are at also, oh, that last one was twice as long. So you know what I'm going to say? What is this? Safe? This is, oh, safe. Okay. So this is a normal hex. So that 20, what I'm going to say is we actually, having been in that past hex before, we were able to travel through that hex as if it was a normal hex. And we'd been there quite a few times with the vault and so that makes sense to me actually. So this would be our last hex of the day. Otherwise, we would have had to rest either before leaving the last hex or immediately upon getting to this one. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Calm and clear sky, bitter cold, eerie silence descends on everything. And our first look is a mysterious castle. We're in arduous terrain. So that means this is not a normal hex. That means this hex will take all three traveling. We can travel 3 normal hexes in a day, or 1 arduous, or 2 difficult. So I lied. I thought the safe meant we didn't have to, that it was not difficult terrain or anything. It is arduous terrain. So we are going to do our rest as we get into this hex. On that note, do we have to do, I guess we have to do, so it's nighttime. I guess we have to do our rest here now that we got here. So I'm going to roll my random encounter, and that's going to be our last thing of the night before we set up camp in the mountains. No random encounter as we enter this hex. So now we rest here for the night. We'll set up camp. Man, I got to get I haven't been as focused on the hex crawl part of things, but I do have camp. Check for safety. Wisdom 17. We've got and a wisdom 18 means it's safe, so we don't even need to check for anything. We set up a nice safe camp in the mountains. Do I need to change my map? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, now we are back to, let's see, discoveries. Intelligence DC 9. So who is my discoverer? Nura is my ranger, so she's going to be my intelligence check. And she makes it. So I get to read this. There are only a few variety of fish swimming. Oh, sorry. I didn't read the mysterious castle. Arduous terrain. A beautiful alpine lake lies deep in the Rosadas between several massive peaks. In the center of the lake is an island supporting an old keep that has fallen into disrepair. There are no boats visible along the shoreline. There are only a few varieties. Here's the discovery. There are only a few varieties of fish swimming in the lake. Birds and wild game are avoiding the area. Ooh, there's a very disconnecting, unnatural feeling to the area. Okay. Do we want to? Well, obviously, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? This is interesting. Okay, we also have another icon I need to test. And it is... Well, there... Okay, I'm confused now. I'm always confused, right? Thane will be the combat person. Okay, we're good. We can avoid this. So, it says anyone swimming in the lake will be attacked by giant leeches. Now, that means by rolling high enough to avoid this, that means we're looking in the lake and every once in a while somebody catches a glimpse of a giant leech. So we know we don't want to go. We don't want to swim in this lake, except there's no boats. No boats. So we might have to swim if we want to check out this castle. And I'm very interested in checking it out. But we might have to come back for it. So we can't get through the lake without dealing with the leeches. So on that note, I think I'm going to choose to come back here a different time. So this is going to be, let's see, 3413, 3414. Very important, mysterious castle. Okay, so we're going to just make note on our map that there is a castle here, and we don't want to have to swim to the castle if we can avoid that. All right, so let's keep moving. Now we do have to, so it's only, check once per day. So I guess we don't have to make another random encounter check. I'll make one because I usually do that. I don't count the random encounter as you enter a hex as your daily checks. So, okay, now we're going to go. Now I want to start dropping down a little, right? 3515, I think, is what we want. Can I do that? Yeah. And is that a town? It might be. No. I want to go back to a town? No, I guess I'm going to skip the town. I'm not real worried about that then. 3515 is what we'll do. So we're going to pass over for Kari. Maybe it would have been a good place to rest, but now I'm past it because of the way I traveled. So I will do it. We've already been here, but I will do our random encounter check. And we do have a random encounter, and it is a patch of blue cap mushrooms. So Nura is a ranger, so has a high likelihood of knowing what these are. And so we're going to go, does she recognize these? And I'm going to give her advantage, and do we make it normal? I think we'll make it normal. Normal intelligence check, so at advantage. No, she does not know anything about these. So she's curious, though. So she's going to pick them And we're going to take them. Wow, I just heard a weird noise outside, like gunshots maybe. Crazy. Um, Far away, not like right next door. So, I think what we're going to do is, so she's going to pick those and stuff them in her pack for her herbalism pouch. And keep moving. We are safe check once per day, easy peasy traveling. But what I'm going to do is say, I'm going to give her a roll. I'm just going to check something here. Actually, I'm going to do it at disadvantage. No, wait. At advantage. Okay, so I rolled low even with advantage. So I'm going to say what happens is Nura, they're traveling through this hex, and Nura all of a sudden starts to get really paranoid. She's like, did anybody see that? Something just moved up in front of us. And everybody else is like, no, I don't see it. Like, let's go check it out. And she looks up and she's like, oh my God, the sky is like changing all these beautiful bright colors. Nura, are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I feel well, I'm a little bit. So she's seeing stuff. I think I don't know how I'm gonna have that affect anything other than flavor, but uh, basically, she's having some oh my God, hallucinations. She's having some hallucinations. I don't think it would be a whatever, but I think she's not gonna really be able to uh, track right now. Now she didn't eat them, but I rolled to see if she had any effect from touching them, licking her fingers. We'll put her in the cart and let somebody else take over the navigation to the next hex. But we're fine navigating, so I think we're okay. And I think that probably would wear off. So let's see, we got one hex, we got 3516. I think we're getting close to where I want to get. Let's do our random encounter check. 3, we have a random encounter. And it's 2. A cluster of thorny myrrh. Is that how you say that? Myrrh trees can be harvested and sold for 82 gold pieces. All right. Cool. So I would say that once the hallucinogenic effect wears off, that's going to help Nura understand the mushrooms. So I don't think it had an actual real negative effect that hurts anything, but she kind of learned from them by accidentally triggering the hallucinations. My God, what is my problem? And now she finds some trees. Cool. Are we where we need to get? No. So new hex, not new hex. We've been here. Cool overcast sky. Southern coastal wind picks up. Border marches. Rolling highland. I'm just trying to see if it's. No, it's normal. It's normal terrain. So we can just keep moving on. I think. We did some stuff in this hex before. I think we've already done the stuff that's here. So we're going to go one more. And here we go. This is what I wanted to do. So we're at 3517. Don't need to navigate. I do need to do a random encounter check as we get into this hex. And we do have one. And it's 6. A wooden shack littered. Okay, a wooden A wooden shack littered with 32 candles and a wooden icon of Luke, L-U-K, which has got to be, what am I trying to say? One of the deities, right? Luke candles. Okay, we're at 3, 5, 1, 7. Okay. Wooden icon of Luke. Is there anything we're gonna do with that? I think we take it, I guess. I don't think we need the candles. Do I know anything about Luke? Let's look it up real quick and see if I've got a... If I can find Luke real quick. And I could be wrong, too. I don't see it, but I'm looking really quick. Oh, Lord. There's a lot. I forgot. I forgot how many there are. Yeah, there it is. Demigod of Light. Okay. Symbol is a torch. Act of faith. Performing work by unnatural light. So, that's what we can make of that, is that somebody was traveling through here. That, I don't know that there's... I guess what I'm saying is there's nothing for me to do here. Maybe if I was on the pilgrimage or something like that. But here's what I really want to do here. So now we are actually at a map that I've used before. And I will tell you why I'm here. And maybe it's nothing. It's not this one, is it? No, of course not. Alright, I guess I have to pause. Darn it, let's try not to. Okay, so does anybody watching remember this map? It took me a second to find it. It's not in one of my books. I thought it was. So this is where we battled the griffon that was kind of terrorizing the what is it, Graveline Coast or something. So if you remember, a couple sessions back, I found 4 griffon eggs, and to me that seemed pretty strange. I rolled the same exact roll on the chart twice in a row, that it was griffon egg, 2 griffon eggs, and then I rolled another treasure and it was 2 more griffon eggs. What were the undead doing with griffon eggs? Who knows? But maybe this griffon was terrorizing the area because her eggs were stolen from her. So in attempt to just do the right thing, Nura wanted to return the griffon eggs to where they should go, though it's sad that they probably don't have a mother now. So we're coming back to the griffin cave, and we're going to try to put the eggs in the griffin nest. So, on that note, we've already cleared this cave out, but it's been, I would say, weeks. So we're going into the dark. We're going into a cave that's potentially dangerous. I think we're going to go in prepared. So I think Nura will do, let's see, does she have a... I haven't used her... Good Lord, I'm losing words. Her herbalism very much. Actually, there's nothing she can do, because we don't have a clue what would be in here. But Thane could do something. Thane's going to go ahead and cast Holy Weapon on Abbott's Warhammer. So we'll do that. Just in case we have any danger. Holy Weapon. Good Lord. Okay. Cast successful. So Abbott has Holy Weapon. Alfonso, light a torch. No problem. Actually, it's not a torch. We have a lantern. And we're going in the cave. And the question is, has something new inhabited the cave? And or the nest. And I think it's likely. So rather than go 50-50, I'm actually going to go likely on this. Because if few weeks, I feel like somebody would have found this cave. Yes, something found this cave. So, given that, I am going to say, is it another... This is a weird way to do this. Is it another... Well, we're going to go in. We're going to go into the cave. Now that we know, I don't know, they don't know something's in here, but I do. Okay, so here we go. We're ready for battle if it needs to happen. There's my dudes. I want him to stay out of danger. So the next question I have, is it another like flying creature, large bird type thing? No. So I was kind of curious if there was another griffin. So on that note, we're just gonna go for like a random cave. Is there a cave encounter? I bet there is. That's a perfect way to do this. Cave. Yep, cave encounter. Here we go. What's in the cave? So we go in. We're just trying to put griffin eggs in the nest. 79. You know what 79 is? Oh my lord. 79 is the... That's really weird. 79 is the treasure roll that got us the griffin eggs to begin with. But of course we're on a different chart. I was wondering if it's going to be a griffin again. Oh god, this... Oh! This is actually kind of crazy. I'm not going to read the whole thing because that part doesn't make sense, but something does. A wraith. There's a wraith in here. So, it's definitely going to be on. We came in kind of prepared. What is a wraith? I'm going to pause and get this figured out. Okay, so I think that the fact that this is a wraith is crazy, and I will get to why at the end of this, but we're going to just roll initiative. 9 and 9. Does that mean I re-roll? Oh no! Dex plus 4. Wait a minute. Marvin's Dex plus 4, isn't he? Dex plus 4. So it's a tie. So I'm going to re-roll. Oh no, a 3 or an 18? What? That means surprise. Oh god, no. So that means, even though we came in here prepared, but I think the wraith, it flies, right? Yeah, I think the wraith was up in the shadows and somehow knew we were coming, and so he's gonna dive bomb somebody. Who's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not gonna be Alfonso. Actually, you know what? It could be Alfonso because he's got the light. 5. It's... Oh, poor Marvin. It's Marvin who's not going to survive this because he does not have... Okay, so this wraith comes dive bombing down and attacks. It's got 3 death touches. So with the advantage, he gets his... With the... Sorry, the surprise, he gets his first attack at advantage. 10 plus 6. I think that's going to hit. Marvin's a 16. That is a hit exactly. 1d10 plus life drain. 8. Marvin's got 8 hit points. Marvin is immediately down. And 1d4. Oh. 1d4 con damage. Well, would you get? Yeah, I guess you'd still get that if he goes down. So, and also 1 con damage. So, this is not awesome for our poor new guy. Marvin is down. He gets 2 more attacks. So he's not going to not do the attacks. Who else is he going to attack? So on a Marvin, we would reroll, I think. 1 is Abbott. Poor Abbott, who just got all his con back. I'm not going to do all the attacks at advantage, though, because I don't think Abbott would be surprised after Marvin goes down. Oh my god. I can't luck token that. I don't have a shield to sunder. You've got to be shitting me. Alright. 2d10. No other way about that. That's a cacti. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the hit points isn't what worries me. The con is. This is... You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. Minus 8 con. Before the fight even starts. And... I think... fuck. I think he keeps going after Abbott. Right? I think he keeps going after Abbott. Because why would he switch in the middle? Oh, did you see that? It almost landed on 20 again, too. So Abbott was ready this time, and we got to make quick work of this bastard. This is not funny. So this Wraith is like... This might be the most dangerous thing we've faced. Even though that's just one of it. What are we going to do? Let's go. Let's go. Nura can... She does have a silver longsword, but what we really want is to get her herbalism, the advantage. Now we know the creature type is going to be undead or wraith or whatever. I think I've ruled in the past that you can say undead. So she's going to try to give advantage to, I think, Orgo attacking undead. So come on, we need a 13, and she's got a +1 for her 14. Yes. So Orgo has advantage. That's awesome. Advantage, attack, and damage. That is tremendous. So Orgo is just going to go for it. He's got his brand new great axe. The only bad news is I just gave Abbott not a cleansing weapon. I did holy weapon. Cleansing weapon would have been better with bonus damage against undead, but it's okay. Orgo's going to attack. I want to do as much damage as we can. Attack. He's got a 14 AC. That's hittable. That's a hit. 17 is definitely a hit. The damage is D. Oh, I got a shield, so his... God dang. So his damage is a little bit lower. It's a D8 at advantage. 8 plus 4. He gets +4 to his damage now with the magic axe. So 12 damage to the Wraith in one slug. That's awesome. But we want this thing dead as soon as possible. Nura has gone. Orgo has gone. Marvin is down. Thane has to try to cure wounds Marvin, I think. So Thane's going cure wounds. 2. And he would lose it if I don't use a luck point. And it's not a guarantee even if he does get it. Do I have somebody else who could heal him? Yeah, Nura, who didn't do anything. Abbott's going to go. Abbott's going to attack. He's got the Warhammer with... it's got magic right now. Holy weapon. Oh, God. And it gets +1 damage and attack. So, not advantage, but let's go. Oh, he's going to rage. Abbott is absolutely raging. Let's go. +1 attack and damage. So that'll be 2. Oh, he has to... Do I have to do a wisdom check to rage? I guess I have to do a wisdom check. We're good. Now I'm afraid to use that die again. He's attacking. 15 hits for D10. And it's going to be +2. 7 + 2 is 9. All right, we've done massive damage in one turn. I think that's everybody. Abbott, Orgo, Nura, Thane missed. Marvin gets a chance to pop back up, right? That is definitely not it. And it is now the Wraith's turn. I can fly. The Wraith is going to attack. Do I keep attacking Abbott? That doesn't seem... I'm gonna roll randomly this time. I'm gonna roll randomly. He attacked Abbott last turn, but whoever he goes after, that's who he's gonna go after the whole time. And because he attacked Abbott already, if I roll Marvin or Alfonso, he's gonna keep attacking Abbott. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Marvin, so he's attacking Abbott. Okay, no advantage this time. Whoa! Nat 1! Nat 1 means he misses. Not only misses, but loses an attack because he missed so badly or something. And second attack hits. Damage is D10. 3. Less worried about that. Plus 1d4 con damage. There's no save on that. That's unfortunate. I cannot see what that is. 3. God damn it. Oh no. He's at -11 con. -11. His con is 16, but he might not survive another turn of that. I'm gonna roll something here. Does the Wraith stay in position and fight? That's how I'm gonna word that. Yes, thankfully. It is just fighting to the death. So I need to roll my death timer for Marvin. He has no con. So, gosh darn it, I gotta keep it on the thing. 2. So, 2 turns. He has 2 turns. He went down last turn. So that would be the first one, right? So, we have to revive him this turn, or he dies. So... and I can't do cure wounds, I let that go. So, do I have to do here? Orgo is going to attack. I'm going first with my biggest, strongest, baddest dude with his advantage from the herbalism. Oh god, that's not even a hit, is it? 7 plus 8. It is. 15. Woo, that scared me. 15 does it. Advantage on damage. Plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. That's not enough. I still have a good chance to take it out. Abbott's going to attack. Let's go, Abbott. Big Warhammer. Nope. Yeah, big Warhammer because it's magic. 8 plus 6. 14. That is enough. Also because I was raging. So that hits D10 on the Warhammer. No bonus damage. Well, yes, 2 bonus damage because of rage and holy weapon. But this is big. 5. It didn't kill him. We can't give this guy another round, can we? Nura is going to try to... She's going to do her weakest herbalism and try to heal Marvin 1 point. It takes an 11 and she's a +1. 17. Marvin is healed 1 point. So Marvin is going to pop back up. This thing is not ready for him because it thought he was dead. And Marvin is going to use his brand new +1 dagger and try to... I'm not going to give him a backstab, but try to attack. 15 plus 7 is a hit. D4 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. That is enough to kill it. So Marvin pops back up and groggily is able to drive his brand new dagger into this thing, and it just it dissipates into the air and dies. Holy shit. Abbott is hurting again. -11 hardly took any damage. Okay. We survived. I did not think that we were going to survive that. If he had gone one more round, I think Abbott might have died from con. Okay, anyway. Whew. Oh man, that was a scary one. And holy crap. That took a long time. What we need to do is... Now here's the twist about this whole thing that makes so much sense. I don't know why, but it does make sense. So we found 4 griffon eggs in the cave, or in the undead, the catacombs underneath the abbey that was all run by undead. Why the heck do they have griffon eggs? Who knows? But here a wraith was coming back to get more eggs. That's why I think that's the only thing I think that makes sense about having some undead coming here. So anyway, we're going to put the griffin eggs back in the nest. And for whatever that is worth, I don't know. I just feel like it's the right thing we were supposed to do when I found multiple eggs. And on that note, we're now going to roll random encounter treasure for this guy. So on a 4, 5, 6, let's roll the gold one. On a 4, 5, 6, we have treasure. No. The dwarfs are going to try and sniff around and see if I can come up with one. No! That sucks. He's at level 8. I've never had a level 8 treasure. I really wanted the treasure here. And I don't let each dwarf sniff. It's just one collective sniff. For if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a house rule that dwarves can sniff out valuable treasure, which to me that means the way I play that out is if there's a dwarf in the party, if you miss a random treasure, you get to roll for it again. To see if they find something that they didn't notice at first. Not that the wraith would have treasure on him, but that maybe they find some other treasure. Whatever. No treasure. That sucks. All that for nothing. I feel like our treasure should be a boon for doing a good deed. But we're going to call that good. I see that we're out of focus, which sucks. There's our wraith. Lurking wraith, which is perfect for the description of how he got here. So, next session we will get the heck out of Dodge. And good God, I have to see how Abbott can get his con back again. And Marvin's down a con too. Well, we know what did it last time was praying. I guess I have one thought. I have one thought about that. So we'll cover that next time. So thanks for watching on my brand new channel. I'm Bradu. This is Terra Invictus, and the griffon eggs are returned safely to their nest.